Hey everybody, Brian Tro coming to you from Mossy Creek Fly Fishing with your fly fishing forecast. The date for today is Monday, December 8th. It's another snowy morning here in the Shenandoah Valley. We got on Friday anywhere from 3 to 4 inches. The mountains got 4, 5, even 6 inches. And this morning there's another, there's about 2 inches out there and it's still snowing. So this all bodes really well for our water situation. For those of you who watch this regularly, I talk about snowfall and how it really helps with our groundwater. So we're in drought still, and getting a good snowpack and then having it melt slowly over 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It's sort of like the drip system in your garden. Just putting a little bit in and a little bit in, and it really adds up. It really does. So getting a couple back-to-back snowstorms before it's even Christmas is quite nice. We had a couple ice storms and now snowstorms, and so, some folks lose a little bit of touch with the streams this time of year. It's busy with the holidays. You're not on the water as much. But yesterday I was able to check out the Jackson and the Cowpasture and the bull pasture. And by no means are they just ripping, but they've got some flow to them and they're looking pretty good. So let's talk about the trout fishing for a little bit. Obviously, with this cold weather, your spring creeks are going to be a better bet. Speaking of cold, it's supposed to be 9 degrees. In Bridgewater tonight, so single digits. I saw like this coming weekend, like it's not going to get above freezing for the whole weekend. Looks like Wednesday will probably be your warmest day. So something to remember, once we've got snow on the ground here, and you do get a warmer day, like a 45-degree sunny day, and that snow's melting, your finger's a little warmer, you feel a little bit more comfortable because, it's not as cold as it is today. But the water temps can really take a dive in those spring creeks. So just keep that in mind. Streams like Mossy usually, even on cold days, run like 45, 48 degrees because the spring influence is so strong. You get acres and acres of 32-degree snow melt dumping into the creek. It can really bring those temps down, and it can hurt the fishing a little bit. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind if you get out there on a snow melt day. You might be more comfortable, but the fish may not be. All right. So all that being said, there are some options out there. Fish your spring creeks, Mossy Creek, Beaver Creek, Buffalo Creek, your spring influence streams, South River. Spring run at Coursey Springs over by the state hatchery just got stocked, so that would be a really good option. The Cowpasture just got stocked. Stony Creek up in Shenandoah County just got stocked. So the freestone streams, if you're fishing those, the water temps are going to be 33 degrees. Fish deep, fish slow, use heavier nymphs, be methodical, grid the water out, grab some ice off paste to grease those guides up so you're not spending every other cast breaking ice out of your rod tips, your rod guides. Those are all good winter tips, One thing that we like to do here is I fish with wool gloves. Wool is awesome because it can insulate you even if it gets a little wet. I use fingerless wool gloves, and what I do is if it's really cold is I'll get those hand warmers and I'll shake them up and I'll put them in my glove on the top of my glove, okay? And that warms all the blood going to your fingers, and it keeps it away from your palm where you're trying to grip the rod and cast. So it's a pretty good tip. Slip those hand warmers into your glove on the tops of your gloves. It can add an extra hour, extra 2 hours to your fishing day, and help you stay out there a little longer, be a little more comfortable, and maybe put a few more fish in the net. So speaking of the weather and the conditions, be careful out there. It's going to be really cold, really windy tonight. I think some of the high mountain passes are going to be completely snow covered, maybe even iced over because of the cold temperatures. Salt and stuff doesn't work great at 9 degrees. Watch those boat ramps. The guides here at the shop, we've been doing a little fishing on some spring creeks, and we've been doing some musky fishing. Careful on those boat ramps. People are dragging water up and down them, and when it's this cold, those things get super slick. So just a heads up, musky fishing has been pretty good. Again, we need a little bit more flow, which will help. This will help. So that's pretty much it. We are tying flies like crazy because it's beautiful fly tying weather. We've got all these cool new suede products we've been putting out, all these cool new flies we've been putting out, so you all check those out. Coming up this week on Wednesday afternoon, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock on Wednesday, we're going to have our Lil Smokin Hot Christmas get together. We do this every year. It's pretty low key, but for those of you that live pretty close to the shop, it's awesome. I make the little smokies, hot dogs. We mull cider. We've got adult beverages. Christmas music will be playing, and everything in the store will have some kind of cool sale or deal. We also raffle off some pretty cool stuff. So if anybody wants to come by, we ran our gift card promo. That thing's done, but if you need to pick up some stocking stuffers, or if there's a pair of waders or something that you really want to get for yourself, come by the shop on Wednesday after 5, and we will have our Lil Smokin Hot Christmas sale. So that should be fun. All right, that's pretty much it. Fishing's tough. Good options are spring creeks, or some of the streams that just got stocked. Target your warmer hours of the day. Keep those fingertips warm if you can. Keep those rod guides from freezing up. Fish deep, fish slow, grid the water out, and you'll be able to get a few fish. Stop by the shop because we have a ton of product in here for the holidays. We got great gifts. The guys put out the gift guide the other day. Send your significant other in here. We will help make sure that you've got exactly what you want for Christmas. All right. All right. Well, hopefully I'll see you all Wednesday. And if not, I'll be back here on next Monday with a new update on the fishing. Take care.